The era of the still image is over. If your brand doesn't move, it's invisible. We live in feeds, in reels, in motion. And yet most logos, they're designed like stickers. This isn't just a tutorial about animating a logo. It's about why static brand identities are dying and why tools like Freepik Spaces aren't shortcuts. They're laboratories for what I call a kinetic identity. Your brand isn't a sticker, it's a behavior. If your logo only works as a flat PNG file, it's already outdated because brands today don't live on billboards. They live in motion environments, short form videos, stories, reels, AR filters, dynamic user interfaces. The question isn't, should we animate the logo? The question is, what does our brand feel like when it moves? And that's where most companies freeze, because traditional motion tools were expensive, complicated, and required significant time and expertise to get right. I mean, by the time you've opened After Effects and set keyframes, the spark is gone. But here's what 98% of brands don't realize. The right creative AI platform turns a process that used to be expensive and time-consuming into a brand factory that cranks out professional animations in minutes, not weeks. And the brands that figure this out first, they'll own the next decade. Let me show you how you can use a tool called Freepik to create animated logos and motion graphics that look like they were designed by a team of animation experts. Truly. Oh, and if we haven't met yet, I'm Tam. I run a 6-figure AI automation agency in Miami, Florida, and we use Freepik to create client assets in record time. Once you're inside Freepik, click Spaces, New Space, and start by choosing Assistant. We'll tell the assistant, create 5 motion graphic prompts that will animate my logo in a 3-dimensional, technology-forward, fluid way. From here, you can choose to export as text or export as a list. And because I want to generate all 5 of these motion graphics in one shot, I'm going to choose export as a list. And then here, where it says GPT-5 Mini, this is where you can choose which model you want it to use. Right now, we will leave it as GPT-5 Mini. I think that's great. You can go into settings over here and set a system prompt, but for this, I don't even need to do that. And we're gonna run. Put this up here and we'll call this motion. You can click up onto the title and rename this space. So I'll choose rename and we'll say motion graphics logo design. Okay, so now I have 5 different variations for this motion graphic. We have logo emerges from viscous metallic fluid that flows and molds into its 3D form. We have hundreds of glowing hexagonal micro tiles assembled in 3D to build the logo. Oh, that one sounds awesome. Cool. We'll right click and then choose upload. Now I have my logo, I have the 5 different prompts to use. We'll right click on the space again, and this time we will choose video generator. Here we will connect our list to the text tab on this node, the video generator node, and I'll connect the logo to the reference image. And then we can run, but first let me walk you through what some of these other settings are. So this tells us the number of generations, how many different outputs we'll get. And in this case, it knows to already have 5 as the number of generations because we have 5 options in this list. If I had 10 options, it would auto-populate 10. Then auto, this is the model. If you leave it at auto, it's gonna select the best model for this task. We'll go ahead and leave that. And then the aspect ratio, you can set that. A lot of times motion graphics, you will use those in your shorts. So you might wanna run 9:16. In this case, I'm going to set this to 16:9. And then how long do you want this to be? How many seconds? So it's set to 5 to 6. And I'm gonna change that to 2 to 4. I want sound on. Turning the sound on will affect which models it can use because only certain video generators actually include sound. And then if you click auto here, if you are using a specific model, the auto button here will give you choices as to the resolution for the output. We'll click run. And what's gonna happen is we're going to get 5 different variations of this motion graphic just from that one click. It's so helpful.
If you were doing this in a standalone video generator like Gemini's or Kling or Runway, you would have to do these one at a time. Being able to create lists and batch process this is a huge unlock. While we wait for that, let me show you. If you click the H on your keyboard, you can toggle on the hand, and then you can click and drag your space around. You can also rename these things. I could name video generator 1. You just click on it and rename when you're in the select tool. So I would click here and I would name this as video model. List 2 will name this as motion graphics, etc. That helps keep things really organized. Cool, now we can click in and see some of the creations. So let's see this one. You double click on them and it'll open. Oh, I love that. This is something that would have taken a graphic designer weeks to finish. We can do it in seconds. To download it, you'll hover and then click the download button. See this one. It's okay. I'd probably reprompt this one, but the seed dance provider didn't work, so we can go ahead and delete that one, and let's see this one. Okay.
Cool. Now, next time, you're not animating from a blank canvas. You're running a machine. Drop in a logo, click generate, done. One of my new team members recently asked, but shouldn't we use traditional motion graphics software for this? It's true that high-end motion software gives you control that you don't get from AI. But I explained it like this. Traditional motion design is like writing with a quill pen. Every letter takes effort. Freepik Spaces is like dictation. The idea flows from your head to the screen without the translation tax. Here's the real shift that's happening right now. We are moving from an era of building from scratch to an era of curating and directing. The brands that understand this will leave everyone else behind. So before you're the one getting left behind, try Freepik Spaces and let me know what your favorite feature is in the comments.